The Champions Together partnership between the Indiana High School Athletic Association and Special Olympics Indiana has led to the newest IHSAA-sponsored state championship tournament in unified track and field.
Unified track has changed my son's life, which then in turn changed all our lives.
For my daughter with special needs, it's huge. It allows her to be a part of a high school team. It means everything to her.
Last year, when he was a freshman, we had a math teacher. I'd say, hey, is Randall going to do unified track? And I didn't know what it was, and he told me about it. And I really didn't think that it was going to be something that would work because we had tried team sports before, and he just is not good at being part of a team because he's more of a solitary person, and he's got his little arm flapping and his noises that he does, that he loses focus for team sports. So we tried it, and he's loved it. He absolutely loved it. It's probably the best thing that's happened to him in his school career is unified track.
As a parent of a special needs child, especially early on, you worry about getting them involved in things. You wonder about what kind of support they're going to get, whether or not they'll be protected, safe, or if they're going to be ostracized in some way. You just worry about a lot of things. But with unified track, all the coaching staff, they're great with the kids, but more importantly, the other students that get in to partner or buddy with the kids are just fantastic.
Thanks to Special Olympics and Unified Track, because he's lost weight. He was starting to get a little chubby, and I was trying to come up with something that he could do that, because he was pretty sedentary playing the computer all the time. And because we found Unified Track, it's become part of his everyday routine to go out and run and get a little bit of exercise.
We noticed a big change in his attitude about school once he got involved in Unified Track. He didn't like the noise and all the busyness of lunch at school at North, and he needed a break. He wanted to come home every day for lunch in his freshman year. But since he got involved in Unified Track and became more involved and developed relationships better with some of the other students, he insists on staying at school for lunch these days. And we'll even try to trick him. We'll come up with something that sounds like a lot of fun that he can do instead of going to school, and he insists on going to school, so he looks forward to it every day.
I would say to any parent that was reluctant that you have to try it because it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. It's so positive. We've gained so much from it, and as far as health benefits, friends, and just a positive outlook, because there's not a lot of positive things that our kids with special needs are able that are out there. There's just not a lot, especially once they get older and they're in high school. But it's just everything about it is just wonderful.
For those parents and athletes who are on the sideline thinking about joining the Unified Track team, let me tell you, give your school a chance. Come join them for practice one day. Just see how the coaches and the partners and athletes work together, practice together, compete side by side at the meet, and have the parents and fans cheering them up on the sideline. I guarantee you will want to experience this once in a lifetime as a high school varsity experience for your son and daughter.
Yeah, I was very reluctant. I'm always reluctant just because he's different. And I'm always worried that he's gonna do something that's gonna cause somebody to make fun of him or tease him. So I've always kind of sheltered him, probably more than I should. But I've never felt uncomfortable. Here I go. I've never felt uncomfortable in any of the Unified Track settings. Everybody, wherever we go, everybody is so nice. And it's just one of the best experiences of Unified Track meet is just seeing everybody cheer everybody on and everybody just being so supportive of my child.
Received an email, probably a month ago, from a parent whose child entered the Unified program at their high school. And they spoke about, prior to being in the Unified program, about the student just never really feeling like they fit into the high school. And when they joined the Unified team and they started participating with regular education students, all of a sudden they transformed from being one of those students to one of the students. It's very gratifying for us to see how schools are using this event to create a climate of inclusion in their school, and the excitement that we see from the parents, the gratitude we see from the partner athletes. It's a very rewarding experience.
I had the great pleasure of talking with some parents of competitors in today's Unified Track meet, and I heard more than once how this program, how Unified Track has made such a tremendous difference. One parent said, "This has made more difference to my son than anything else he's ever done." And I just have to think that's why we're here, have to think that's why we show up next year and do it better.
For more information on how your school can participate in Unified Track and Field, contact the IHSAA.